Hey everybody, it's Erin at Scandalous Beauty, and I wanted to introduce you to the Makeup Art Cosmetics collection by MAC Cosmetics, which some of you may or may not know, but that is actually what MAC stands for. So this collection is available in the United States August 20th, and the collection is all about makeup as art. So MAC utilized 3 different artists. I'm going to read their names so that you can get the grasp. They use Marilyn Minter, a photographer. They use Richard Phillips, a painter, and Myra Coleman, an illustrator. And they put together these little mini collections each. And they really just are, it's a lot. It's a lot of colors that you might think are just like good colors that are kind of cool. Some colors you're going to think, oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like this before. So I want to introduce you to some of those things. I don't have everything, but I have a little bit of stuff, so I'll show you what I have. So what I'm wearing on my eyes is the In the Gallery quad. It is a purple quad, purple and pink mix, and the colors are quite interesting. These are colors that when you swatch them, you're going to think, other than, well, depending on what color you are. I know for the brown girls, we're probably going to think of this as colors where the textures are funny and it's not going to show up, because you can just kind of like put it on your finger and it's like light or whatever, but it's smoked out my lid, and it's all about texture. I use the paint pot, all the time. I always tell you guys I use the paint pot, and I smoothed it across my lid, and what that did, and into my crease, and what essentially that did was made my skin lighter and more matte, so that the softer, creamier feeling colors can really fix themselves on there. So that's why sometimes when I use do a frosty shadow, I use a cream to make it more metallic. Using that matte surface is really going to give like those colors without sheen, those more dull colors, something to really fix onto and look a little bit more vibrant. So hopefully that made some sense. But I use the frosty color on my lid. If you can see that on my lid. Then I use this color. This is like a satiny, it feels like a satiny, really, really soft satiny color that's almost not going to show up when you do this. A lot of times you'll take swatches and you'll touch it on your finger like that, and it doesn't really show up much. Or you'll put it on and think it's like chalky, and it's really, really not. It's just you got to find a different way to use it. So I use the 217 brush. I took the color over my base, and then I just applied it like so. Kind of push it in to give it some color. Push it in and kept going little by little until the color really started to show up. And then in my crease, I used this darker plumish color, which kind of looks kind of dark gray on the screen, but it's not. It's like a dark, like a dirty plum kind of. And I use that right in the crease, like right here. If you can see that, probably you can. And I used a little bit underneath with the flat eyeshadow brush. I just took a little bit and use it like that, and it really made a difference. I didn't use any colors that I didn't have in the pot. I didn't use any browns for my crease, nothing, all from this quad. So I really, really liked it. It was a bright quad, and I knew it was going to brighten up the eye. So I also used some of that Studio Stick concealer, the NW35, that MAC doesn't make anymore. Of course, it was like the greatest eye opener. Instead of using a white pencil to open the eye, I used that concealer stick, and they don't make it anymore. So another color that MAC is coming out with for this collection is this one. This is, what is this called? Violet Trance, which is a stank beautiful matte purple. So like I said, again, when you put colors on like this and you fix them, this is what it comes out to be on your finger. And then when you put it on, it can, well, it's not too bad, but it looks like that. But as I say time and time again, when you take a color and you really want it to show up, use that matte base like this, that matte base, and let it dry a little bit. And then when you take your color and apply it, be extra cautious and just kind of press it in. And the more that you add, the more color is going to shine through, and the more purple and true to its color it's going to be. Like that. And then it looks true. So that's just a little trick. So if you wanted to use that in your crease like that, that's a great way to do it. Okay, so that's one color. This is, like I said, from Balloonasy. This came out in like '07, but they're re-promoting it with this collection. And I also have Crest the Wave. Like, it's a light gold that is quite vibrant and pretty. And when you put it over the paint pot, that's kind of what you get. Sorry, I put it on a weird angle. Okay, that's that. Taking forever. Okay, on to the pigments. This is the one color I will say I was dying to see. This is Brash and Bold, which is a really hot fuchsia, and it's really, really, really like vicious. And that's what it looks like. And that looks a little, of course, whack. But you know what? For real, it reminds me a lot, like literally, of Azalea blush. And I can't wait to try it as a blush. You would use it the same way you would use a regular blush. Just use a very slight bit and apply it. And it would look great on. But it's like a frosty fuchsia. Really, really, I would have to suggest this one. I have to suggest it. I do. Because I haven't seen anything like that in a while. And here's Heritage Rouge. The one of the other pigments. It's like another dirty mauvey plum-y kind of color. But it's metallic and it's got some sheen. It's one of those colors I had and didn't really play too much with. But I got it because it was different. And I just looked at it and realized how hot it really is. You got to swatch things. You got to swatch them and use them wet. Try them wet. You know, a little Fix Plus. Spray it on there. And see what the color really looks like. It's a little bit more metallic and it shows up a little better. So next, the glitters. Let me show you the glitters. This is a fuchsia. This, I don't remember where I got the sample from, but these colors, they fly because they're so like fine. The dust is so fine. My hand is kind of wet, so this will work. It'll stick a little better. But that's what the glitter looks like. And these are the super fine glitters, the newest formula of glitters. So this is the gold. Yeah, baby, that's hot. That's hot. This kind of reminds me of what Beyonce wore on her tour this year. A lot of gold glitter all over the lid, which I really want to do a tutorial for that. But that is a really pretty... Crap, I suck at that. A really pretty gold right there. You see that? You see that clangity clang clang? That's beautiful. I'm not even going to call that bling because that word needs to be left in 2002 or 1 or whenever I was in high school. Okay, whatever. So that's that. And next, I have glitter everywhere already. Something else I want to show you guys. Front Lit Frosty, probably wrong for me trying it, lipstick. It's like a sheer goldish type color, but it comes off frosty, kind of like Motif. You know how when you wear Motif, it looks pinky after a while? That's what that looks like. It's probably not going to be a must-have, but when you pair it with the right stuff, it's going to look great. And then one of the colors I'm wearing on my lips, Young Thing Lip Glass, which I really wasn't going to try at first. Kind of reminds me of See-Through, but it has a little bit more shimmer to it. I wore it with clear lip glass. I had clear lip glass on. And something else that you might want to invest in, MAC Gloss Creme Brilliance, which is a clear lip gloss type effect that gives you the wet look when people show that like shiny lid. This is like the product they would use. This is great substitute for lip gloss because people say it's too sticky sometimes. This is not sticky at all. It does last not as long as the regular clear lip gloss, but it gives that same effect. And you can do a lot. It'll add sheen if you're... Just practice before you do that. But it can add sheen to the skin. This is another product you might want to try. It's a good alternative to clear lip gloss. So I think I showed you all that I have. Oh, I did not. And this is Artistic License Technical Liner. Like I said, these are still the only liners that I have that I don't feel move. They don't like fall beneath, you know, the eye when you wear them underneath. They just don't move. So I'm a big fan of these. This is actually a great color. And these all of these products come in multiples. Like there's what, 5 lipsticks, 4 lip gloss, 4 eyeshadow quads, a mascara, 2 blushes, 6 individual eyeshadows, 5 pencils, 4 glitters, and 4 pigments. And it's an outrageous collection, and I think that you will all be very, very pleased. There are a lot of products here that are must-haves. There are some that you can probably find a duplicate of some way, somehow. Check your collections, because some of these things are re-promotes. That's why I have quite a few of these products already. So, I hope that gave you insight on the Makeup Art Cosmetics collection. That's all I know. That's what I gave you. And if you want information on this look step by step, and probably more swatches, I think I'm going to do some swatches. I'm going to post them on my blog, scandalousbeautyonline.com. Check it out. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you love the collection. It's what MAC is all about, being a company that's focused on art and the artist. So that's my scoop. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.